How do we overcome debt? Where do we start?
One, identify what your debt is. You have to really know what that number is. You can't do pie in the sky. I have a large balance on my credit card. Well, what is that total amount? So you have to become aware of what that is. Even at the resource tab, there's a debt tracker there. So you can print off, write down all the debt that you have, the balances that you owe on it, the interest rate that you owe on it, and the due date. And then once you get that, start tackling it one by one. I encourage tackling the smallest one first. And the reason why, because there's different rules of thumb of how you do this. You can tackle the one that has the largest interest because you'll eventually pay less. But if you've never done this before and you're on here and you're asking about how do you tackle debt, I encourage the smallest balance first, because when you complete that, meaning pay off that line item, you can then celebrate. You feel like you've accomplished something. So that's why I encourage that. So one, gather all of your debt, actually on something, get all that information, put it down on paper, find out what that amount is. That's called awareness. You are now aware of what it is. You decide which one you're going to tackle first. And the way that you tackle it is what we talked about before, using your budget. And when you find that additional dollars, maybe it's 10, maybe it's 20, maybe it's 100, whatever it is, then you want to kind of pay more than that minimum balance, which is already in your budget. You want to pay more on that particular line item that you're trying to pay off. That's the way that you could tackle how to overcome debt.